to a shack of mystery, talking conspiracies, curiosity. Spin the tales of Daniel and Wilbur's lore, defy explanation, leave you wanting more. Mock man sightings, government denies, J-Clone guides you through the lies. Flat Earth claims they say there's no proof, but we know the truth, we're living proof. No life without government's hand, manipulation across the land. They say we're free, but that's their lie. We see the truth with open eyes. Mel's hole, a mystery unsolved. Tumor sealed, governments involved. Change the world, speak the truth, expose the lies. That's our move. Off the grid, we raise our quail. Homeschool our kids, government's education failed. Collecting rain, though it's illegal. Natural resources can't be controlled by the lethal. Conspiracies, they're all around. In this shack, the truth is found. Living free from their control. We know the truth, we won't be sold. Denies, J-Clone guides you through the lies. Flat Earth claims they say there's no proof, but we know the truth, we're living proof. No life without government's hand, manipulation across the land. They say we're free, but that's their lie. We see the truth with open eyes. Mel's hole, a mystery unsolved. Tumor seals, governments involved. Change the world, speak the truth, expose the lies. That's our move. Off the grid, we raise our quail. Homeschool our kids, government's education failed. Collecting rain, though it's illegal. Natural resources can't be controlled by the evil. Conspiracies, they're all around. In this shack, the truth is found. Living free from their control. We know the truth, we won't be sold.
Oh, it is Bowling Green, Ohio.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Ah, yes. Here it is. Back again. In the shack. And I'm Wilbur. Welcome back, everybody, to the shack, where you get your daily dose of, or weekly dose, not daily, your weekly dose of truth and wisdom and guidance and, I don't know, everything that's right in the world. We expose it here and share it with you. Well, I guess not everything that's right. We also expose everything that's wrong in the world. And we give you our spin on it. But everything's wrong in the world right now. Everything. They got poison in our food. They got poison in our water. They put poison in our poisons. You can't even spray yourself in the face with Roundup anymore. You used to be able to do that. At least that was their claim. Just spray it right in your mouth. You'll be fine.
I think that's maybe inflammatory. Did Roundup ever say that?
I said used to, not anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Did they ever say that?
I'm pretty sure a guy said it once.
Roundup. Did Roundup, the company, make that?
Yeah,
statement?
one of their reps.
Let me look.
One of the reps said it to my great uncle. He shared it with me. So you can't, I mean, if he said it, I'm just repeating that. I didn't say it, but people have said it.
Oh, it's probably Square Down.
Now, Square Down is safe. You can drink Square Down. You can drink it straight from the bottle. And in fact, I encourage a little nip every now and then. Square Down. It makes your blood circulate better, makes your bones stronger, and it makes your olfactory nerves a little more sensitive. So, you know, Square Down. It's a good product. It's good for you. It's good for your plants. Good for your animals. Good for you. The world needs more Square Down. What? What are you humming at?
Nothing. Roundup. It didn't look like Roundup ever said that. Well, there's like a lot of places saying like you shouldn't use Roundup anymore.
And
like
now,
yeah, well, yeah.
Now there's that movement, but then DuPont is going to find their way to squirm around whatever legal actions are going to be taken against them. They'll come out with another product that's not associated with them. It's going to be a whole different new company creating a whole new chemical spraying abomination to pour all over your plants. So, you know, for everything we eat to run off into the creeks and streams right beside all the farm fields. So it gets into all the water supply and water table and affects your endocrine system. Yeah.
You're not supposed to have endocrine anyways.
Oh no, just your endocrine system only regulates everything in your body.
It's going to be 8 degrees on Friday.
Nice. That's good. We do need a really cold winter to I don't know, freeze out all the darkness that lurks within the world today. At least within our area. I don't know.
Saying like an ice age?
Like a mini ice age that'll last one winter. That gets rid of all the bad stuff that just don't like the cold. And then we need a really no, we're giving them too much good ideas. Because now Bill Gates like, I can finance something if I just have a world, someone with a lot of money that can help me make the world better by giving me more money, even though I'm one of the richest people in the world, but I just need more money. And I'll, world health. We're improving world health. I can't stand Bill Gates. I didn't even get in my full impression, though. I didn't make my voice that froggy for him. Oh, I can't stand that man. Do you see those billboards up around town that say, keep saying no Gates?
No.
I got all excited at first because it said no Gates and big, like.
Where?
On the billboard right outside town. There's 2 of them. One coming in on 235 and one coming in on 309. Oh, yeah. It says no Gates right at the top.
What's it about?
Well, I thought it was Bill Gates, and I was really excited. I'm like, yeah, someone doing so. But it just talks about the railroad crossing gates. It says, no gates does not mean no train. Stop. So it's a good sign, actually, still to have.
No, it's because a lot of people die every year from
yes.
railroad crossings, and it's something that the Ohio State won't deal with because there's the company that's putting those up. I'm sure it's that company that they have campaigned for safer railroad crossings forever, like 100 years.
Yeah.
And their stance is, and I'm not saying it's wrong, just put up a railroad crossing thing at every one.
Like the things that drop down.
Because then if you go around them, you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I stand on it. But then a lot of them, then some of them get set off, and you're sitting there waiting for half an hour. Like, wait a minute.
That's when you peak. I mean, you don't sit there and wait for a half hour.
Like, wait a minute. I've already missed lunch. I'm late for work.
I'm going to hang myself.
Gosh. And there's still no train. You little... never mind. Goblins. Yeah, you little goblins. Yeah. Little goblin demons just waiting there on the tracks, just setting off the sensor, and you're just sitting in your car waiting. Where's the train?
My grandpa?
It never shows up. And then you got to crawl out of your car, crawl under the railing, check down the tracks to look for see them little goblin bastards messing with the train tracks sensor. Let's go shoot them, shall we?
Did you see how many people thought the turkeys had penises?
I missed that. No, what?
From Thanksgiving this past week.
No, what?
It was the necks. They put the necks sometimes inside with the giblets.
Right.
So everybody's like, "Is this a turkey penis?"
No. Was that just like a meme going around?
No, I mean,
that people believe.
Generally, I do think there were sincere people being like,
Hey, I didn't pay extra for this.
I found a baby picture of you.
Yeah, I bet. It's a Dover demon. That kind of looks like it. But yeah, I don't know. We're talking about poisoning the water and the food and
I forgot.
So when that happens, when everything around us is dosed with chemicals and all sorts of filler material that's not even real, that's food, or it's just chemical ridden food. That's what's that going to do when you can start consuming it and you consume it more and more and more? And then processed food, sugary food, artificial food. You're going to get sick. Ain't it funny how that works? You get sick. Well, now I'm sick. What do I do? Who do I turn to? I need to get better because I got a job I got to be at. And if I miss another day of work, I won't have health insurance. What do I do? Well, I need to turn to my health insurance people. I need to go to the doctor. I need to get better because I don't want to be sick no more. And what's the doctor give you? Daniel, what's the doctor give you?
Stridolazine.
Oh, I don't know. Some weird chemical word that they have a commercial for it between every program on NBC, ABC, Fox. What's the other big CBS? All the big heavy hitter main programs that are all dying. By the way, no one watches that crap anymore, and anyone that does, it's probably just some sport event because that's the only one thing we can't just really get away from. That, and then people who still believe in the news. Once you realize it's all scripted, fake, and like wrestling, you're not really getting the news from the news. That's the problem. But yeah, you got to turn to your old doctor, and he's like, let me check the charts. You have this. That means I need to give you this medicine because that'll calm these symptoms down, but that'll give you these symptoms. So you need this medicine too to stop those. And once you're on both of these, you got to take this one, and that neutralizes the negative effects from those. The only issue you might have is your butthole bleeds. But you can deal with that.
I have that issue without the medicine.
Oh, well. That's another thing, though. So doctors getting their supply of medicines and from big pharma. Pfizer's the one I dislike the most. Because they're back on the news again. Not relatively recently, yes. Like a month ago, what did they sign that big contract with big pharma? To do
Pfizer signed a big contract with Big Pharma?
No. Our government signed a contract with Pfizer, that's like aka Big Pharma.
I'm like, that's the devil just signing the deal with the devil.
No, our government signed so we can get tax or credit breaks. So basically, the Ozempic medicines, the fat medicines. Now there's a tax break on that.
Gila Monster Venom.
So we get those for cheaper, but your healthcare or Medicare, screw that. We don't need that. But you guys want fat pills for cheaper? Here you go. Government taking care of you. The latest scam in Big Pharma. Hey, we'll get you really sick and unhealthy, and then we'll sell you more medicine that will just kind of kick the can down a road a little bit. Just makes you feel better. You're not actually are better, though. Because Big Pharma does not address your the causation of your sickness. They will never do that. They will never address what makes you sick because then they don't have a return customer. But what they will do is they'll give you stuff that'll address your symptoms.
And then
so if you
building on to that,
so
I take something for migraines, right?
Yeah.
And my migraines literally, they're optic migraines. I feel like I'm dying.
I've had a few in my life and they are terrible.
I have like 3 to 8 a year.
Huh?
I have like 3 to 8 a year.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's terrible. Hey, they've been a little less frequently, though, have they?
Yeah, but we've been traveling a lot less.
Hey, that's great.
And I think it's from a burnt sinus cavity from soldering.
Nice. That's terrible.
What was I saying? Oh, but when I take it, I get super, super, super nauseous, and I have to take another pill for the nausea.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a minor example of.
Oh yeah, that's minor.
The pill cascade.
But yeah, I know people that are on.
Like, well, this thing makes me constipated, so I have to take a laxative.
Right.
The laxative lowers my blood pressure, though, so I got to take this one. But that raises my sugar, so I have to take this one.
And then that makes my blood too thick, so I have to take this blood thinner. And now I bleed every time I bump into a corner of a shelf or anything.
Gosh, when I worked at the nursing home, that happened a lot.
Oh, I know. Yes, plenty of people like that.
I never forget the lady I did the Heimlich on. The only time I've ever had to do the Heimlich on somebody.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bad. It was the reason I quit. One of the major reasons.
Did you break ribs?
They said I didn't. I felt them.
Yeah.
She just was very, very old.
Yeah.
But she had, I'll tell this. It was a dissolvable tablet. Okay?
You got stuck?
No, bigger than a 50-cent piece.
Oh, gosh.
I give this lady her medicine every day, right? And never, ever, after like 4 or 5 months, I'd always give her the dissolvable tablet because she'd set it on her nightstand. That's the last thing she wanted.
Yeah.
If she wanted it, she's like, I'll set it there, and I handed it to her, and I turned around to my cart to get the other stuff, and I turned back around, and she's just not making any noise.
She just put it right in her mouth and swallowed it.
She shot it back and swallowed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was horrible.
Yeah.
The
That's
whole
scary.
situation. Like, it's a 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
And I shot it across the room.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's scary. I've never been.
I've had to do the Heimlich a couple of times that wasn't as extreme. Like, they were still getting some air.
Yeah.
That was the only time I ever had it where it was completely
blocked. Yeah.
it's scary when somebody's looking at you not making any noise.
And just pointing, like, especially an older person, like, that's just, I don't know. I basically, when I was growing up, I was like 14, 15, like, what job I'm going to do for my life? I was looking into chiropractic. And when I realized, like, I'm going to have to do this to old people too. And I just couldn't do it. I don't know what it is.
You still want to touch old people?
No, not touch them. I don't want to crack them. I don't want to bend them and make their bones go pop.
That's the ones you don't have to feel bad about because they're already at the end.
Ooh. No, I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just feel like you said, you just feel like you're breaking somebody.
No, yeah.
And
I get it.
I just didn't want any part of that. No, thank you. But shoot, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't. That's why I wouldn't want to be a chiropractor and doing the Heimlich sounds or even CPR. I seen someone giving a lady CPR.
The time we both did?
No, not that. No, the first time I ever seen it. The first time I ever seen it was like kind of traumatic, so it's burnt in my brain. But we were whitewater rafting in West Virginia. Yeah, and like there was a pile up. Like we see like all the rafts are backed up. We're like, I wonder what's going on. As we get up there and we drift around the area, yeah, they had a lady pull up on the shore, and when I saw it, they were in the middle of doing CPS chest compressions. So like hardcore, doing it hard. So that was scary. And then we found out the lady did not make it though, unfortunately. But she had like a heart attack. Or no, she fell off the boat. And when she hit the water, she had a heart attack. So it was like, I don't know if the shock of the water sent her into that. But yeah, it was bad. It was terrible.
She didn't have a seizure, did she?
I don't think so. I mean,
that happens a lot too. Lisa was telling me about that.
She could have, but
where people think people having seizures are having heart attacks.
Yeah,
and then they'll break their ribs because it's not funny.
No. This lady did. She had a heart attack and passed away because our guide ended up telling us towards the end like that she didn't make it. It was just not good. Yeah, first time ever whitewater rafting. Yeah, good memories.
We're back to Big Pharma.
Yeah, Big Pharma. So yeah, I mean, did you have anything planned like specifically about Big Pharma? I have an article. What's the article about? Let's read it.
It's about Big Pharma and how they're good for you.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Is it really?
No,
I mean, I figured it was coming kind of spin that they would, how we need Big Pharma. That's just, I don't know.
The article's called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, so.
Yeah. Because there is good. There's good, there's really bad, and there's really ugly.
America's Big Pharma. The bad, sorry, I was wrong it's by Danielle Fishman. That's an odd name.
Danielle or Daniel?
Danielle Fishman.
Okay. Go on.
Which is just odd to me for many reasons about that name.
Yeah, I can see it, Daniel. That's your name.
America's Big Pharma, the bad, the ugly, and the even worse.
Yeah, that's about right.
So 6 key U.S. pharmaceutical companies make up the Big Pharma.
Ooh, Pfizer?
Well, okay, before you guess, I'll do that. Do you want to guess in 2014? So this article is from... I don't have when this is from. But it's an article maybe a little older. But in 2014, do you want to guess how much gross revenue these 6 companies made?
Oh, gosh.
Collectively.
$3.8 trillion.
Just one.
1 trillion? Okay. Yeah, pretty good.
6 companies?
I guess that's our debt. Yeah, they're not going to make up our debt, but yeah. 1 trillion's a lot of money.
It's a little bit of money.
It's, beyond. It's unfathomable.
Is it 1,000 millions for a billion?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 900 million. Yeah, then it's a billion.
Yes.
And then is it 1,000 billions for a trillion?
It'd have to be, yeah. Get your next set of zeros.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So $1 million is 1/10,000th, right?
Gosh.
Move a zero.
100,000, because you're adding 2,000 sets of thousands from million to billion to trillion.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, I think. I don't know if that's right. Don't even look that up at home. Don't even question us. It's a lot.
I don't actually even have the list.
What, the 6?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even name it in the article?
It names the highest player in it.
Pfizer.
But in 2014, it's Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson, yeah. Oh, gosh.
Which was the highest, in 2014, was the highest grossing pharmaceutical company in the world.
Okay, so Johnson & Johnson, yeah, they make all the baby products and stuff too. Like, we're all super safe for your kids and everything.
They make a lot of like hair products.
They do.
The non-medicine stuffs.
Yeah, they make tons and tons and tons of stuff. And then for some reason, vaccines is also in the mix with them. I don't like Johnson & Johnson because that's the one that tricked my grandma into getting her vaccine and vaccinated. And she was totally against it. And then one day I went over to her house and she said, I got vaccinated because I thought I needed to. And it was the Johnson & Johnson one that she said, this is the one, you only do it once and it's the safest one, they said. But yeah, that's just from her watching TV over and over and over, and it's indoctrinating her because she was against it. And then it convinced her. It made it in her head that she had to have this because, whoa, weird. They'll run commercials on it every single day. Every single day. Hey, this segment of the news is presented by Johnson & Johnson. Go out and get your flu shot today, everybody. Come on, you need it. How has humanity survived this long without us all collectively getting our flu shots?
Me and Lisa just talked about that.
What?
In general with life.
Yeah, how have we made it this
been around
long?
Forever.
But how though? We didn't even have a chickenpox vaccine back then. How did we survive?
We rubbed chickenpox on each other, and then we suffocated the youngest child as a sacrifice.
I meant like 8,000 years ago.
Oh, chickenpox didn't exist then.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wonder where that came from. Oh. Probably all the chemicals we're putting in our food. And let's trace back all the people who run and own these pharmaceutical companies. Oh, crap. It's the same people that own all the food companies, the major ones. Oh, what? It's the same people also that run all the media companies?
So Big Pharma is annually involved in always major federal lawsuits.
Yes,
There's not been a year in, I think, 6 or 7 decades where they're not, one of the big 6 isn't in trouble.
Which is nuts that they're still functioning.
In 2014, there was a $260 million opioid settlement between 2 Ohio counties.
God, please say it's ours.
It's not.
Dang it.
They didn't even list the counties. But McKesson is how you say that one. Because there's Cardinal Health, McKesson, and Amerisure.
Okay.
Drug distributors. At a $10 to $12 billion settlement for Pruda and the federal government, both associates with Big Pharma involvements in the American opioid crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Other lawsuits include Johnson & Johnson's $2.2 billion fine. $2.2 billion
fine.
Just so I am under the philosophy that if a crime's penalty is money, it's only a crime for the poor.
Okay. Because it makes no difference to.
They're paying $2.2 billion, and guess what? They still did it.
They probably do it again. They probably use it as a tax write-off too.
Because they were for promoting off-label use of a drug. Pfizer pays $2.3 billion for illegal marketing for its drug Bextra, Bextra.
Which probably doesn't even exist anymore.
And then GlaxoSmithKline. Seriously, there's 3 capital letters, even though it's all one word. Which is just shorthand is GSK.
Okay.
Having to pay $3 billion due to deceptive marketing for promoting of off-label usage. This lawsuits don't stop there. The list goes on and on. Yeah. So who benefits from Big Pharma? Due to loopholes and regulations that allow pharmaceutical companies to act without the federal government's jurisdiction, Big Pharma is often cited for giving the U.S. Food and Drug Administration hefty sums of money to account for the FDA's annual budget.
That's insane.
So the Food and Drug Administration's a big chunk of their budget comes from the big pharma companies.
So, like, their budget as far as...
Their annual operating budget.
How is that possible? Unless the same companies...
Donated.
Unless they own each other.
What are you talking about?
Maybe one of those companies owns the other company.
Yeah, no, they're all buddies. I'm talking about the FDA. That's why the FDA is not looking too hard at them, because a giant chunk of their annual budgeting comes from these 6 companies.
I understand what you're saying now. Yes. Okay.
Yes, the 6 companies are buddies.
Yes.
It's a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
It's the light bulb thing.
It's the light bulb thing. It's like the Wonka movie, the new Wonka movie, where the chocolate people, it's just a giant circle jerk.
I'm not allowed to watch it.
Why not?
My dad is terrified of Oompa Loompas.
So you're not allowed?
It's transitional fear.
So he'll feel your sight?
You watched it. I know you did.
Actually, he could probably watch this one, because there's only one.
I know.
There's only one Oompa Loompa.
No, there's not. In the beginning, they show a couple others in the forest.
There's only one, though, that
main guy
that has a role in the movie. But it's not a bad movie. But I think
scared by an Oompa Loompa one time too.
You did?
No, he did.
Was it Joey?
No, it was an actual little person, like
Joey.
No, painted.
Oh,
and green hair and everything. And it was a Halloween party, and he didn't know they were there. And the person didn't know either. He walks around the corner, and Dad just flips out.
His fears all came true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Big Pharma's influence is $2,000 to ignore, with 1,378 lobbyists and an average lobbying budget. You want to guess how much they spend a year on
billions?
Lobbying? It's not billions, at least on this.
Hundreds
lobbying.
Hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions. It's $250 million per year. Keep in mind, this is in like 2014 to 2016.
Yeah. Imagine what it was like in 2018 or 2019.
Since pharma is in control of some financial stability within the FDA, one can assume that billions of dollars in fines that the industry gets charged barely make a dent in the endless pocket of money. Even though billions of American taxpayer dollars go to funding prescription research, pharma companies get massive tax cuts and deductions for advertising, marketing, researching. It seems like federal laws are set up in favor of big pharma that consist with a constant flow of money.
You know, all that... Oh, sorry. Go on.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing if the money goes to research.
Right.
But it doesn't.
Correct. You know, how... I've been alive for 35 years now, and I've watched and seen and been part of all these, like, cancer research fundraisers. You know what I mean? Like, going to cancer research. Still no cure yet. Still no cure. There's been a lot of fundraisers we've done locally for just benefiting people. And the only time it's ever, I think, benefited is when we've stuck to it something local, where we actually see where the money's going to, not just giving it away to like these research centers and that's just donation. So I don't even know what part of our tax dollars are actually going to fund these places that we're not getting a result. Again, we're sicker than we've ever been now. We're physically and mentally, I think we're sicker than we've ever been. So where's all this research? Where's all this money? Where's this effort going to? How are they getting richer and richer and richer, these big pharma companies? And society is getting sicker and sicker and sicker.
2014, Johnson & Johnson CEO Alex, we'll just go with Alex, received a $24 million yearly payout.
Nice.
And Regeneron CEO Leon received a $41 million payout. And all the money accounts for just the CEO's wallets, not mentioning their high-paid employees, doctors, researching teams, and advertising spent annually by these big companies. Big Pharma pays doctors to prescribe and recommend other doctors the most expensive name-brand drugs and the cheaper generic stuff.
You know, I've never personally experienced it myself, but I've through other people and their experiences. Like, you go to the doctor and, you know, sometimes the doctor they'll just subscribe you something or prescribe you something.
I like our doctor we got right now.
Mhm.
I never vaccinated the kids, and he's very like, he just says something about it every time.
Yeah.
Like, we want to do anything today? Nope. All right, that's fine. Like,
He
that's
just
it.
he
That's,
has to though.
yeah, I'm sure it's something like that.
Contractually, he has to.
So he just says one thing, and we never talk about it again.
Yep. Which is nice.
But I was prescribed. Well, you made the jokes about butthole bleeding.
Okay.
I have a hemorrhoid,
Okay.
and I got prescribed suppositories, and he wrote me the prescription form, and I go over, and I don't care. I'll say it. It was a Walmart's pharmacy.
Yeah.
I go over there, and I'm like, I'm here to pick up my prescription. At the time, I was also on the government, like, insurance for prescriptions.
Okay.
That was when we were on the really hard time.
Mhm.
And the lady goes, all right, well, that'd be cash or card. So I'm thinking, the pay, I don't know, it's, 10 to 20 bucks. I'm like, well, how much is it? She's like, $189. I'm like, how many suppositories are there? Because I'm thinking it's a case. You know what? I'm thinking is it a 8-year supply?
Yeah, you got it.
Because I don't know. I've never had to get them before. So
Yeah.
And she's like, for 12.
Yeah, whoa.
I'm like, how many am I supposed to use a day? 1 to 2 a day. So I'm like, it's $200
For a week's supply?
for a week's supply. I mean, I know I've had family that has insulin problems, and I've worked in nursing home.
Yeah.
Insulin's stupid expensive, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
This is not life saving.
Right.
It's comfort.
Right. Which is why they're charging you more, probably.
Well, I mean, life saving stuff. My mom's chemo was $68,000 a treatment. She got
Oh, yeah.
2 to 3 a week.
Oh, yeah. That's big money maker.
So I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want that. And then she was very upset.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked away and I called my doctor. And he's like, how much was it? And he's like, oh, I'm not going to name my doctor because he just basically was like, go get this thing that is like the store, like the store brand that you could just go and buy.
Right.
He's like, it's a little less effective because of the active ingredient,
Mhm.
but it's $8.
Yeah.
And he's like, if it don't work, call me. I'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
But it'll work. And that's the thing I've still had.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous. And then to couple it on top of it, if they find out you have insurance, and this ain't the doctor, this is the administration side of it.
Yeah, there's very, on your like family, I mean, every doctor is different. Yeah, this is administrative. Like, go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say
I worked at a
that
hospital too, and
Yeah.
I have some insight on that.
when they know you have insurance, and first of all, immediately there's a price difference for with insurance and without insurance.
100%.
And the moment,
$300 Band-Aids.
yes, it's crazy. And the moment they find out you do have insurance, it's confirmed, bam, you're going to get the higher prices automatically. And they're not even allowed to tell you that there's other prices for non-insured people. They're not even allowed to mention that, or that there's a cash price over credit card, or they're not even allowed to mention that either. At least that's what I was told by nurses that work with doctors, that they're not allowed to even speak it. It's part of
The
their
doctors
contract.
have no idea what the cost of anything is.
What the what?
The cost of anything is.
Oh, cost. Yeah.
They have no idea. I worked with a bunch of doctors. They don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause
They
they
just,
don't-
that's
I'm
not
not
their
talking
job.
like a little family doctor or something like
No,
that.
no,
I'm
yeah.
talking like a hospital doctor.
Mhm.
Because they're paid X and they're just working.
Yep.
So it's not their job to figure out how much this surgery cost or this visit cost or this medicine cost. Like I said, my doctor, he's like, the suppository.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know. And then the thing on top of all of that, that's even like the most corrupt part, is these big pharma companies will go into these hospitals or, health centers. I'm going to call them that because a lot of them are becoming health centers. They're not even, and they fall under a certain health protocol, like how they're supposed to administer the drugs basically, or how they're supposed to treat people. And I found this out. I didn't know that doctors get kickbacks when they when they prescribe certain drugs.
Sure.
So basically a big pharma company will go into a hospital. If you sell this and this amount of this, you'll get a return back.
Which I think there are laws against that now. I don't think necessarily.
Mhm.
I think there's other steps now.
It's still the
between.
same thing though.
Yes. I'm just saying, just for everybody at home, Because I know we actually have some people that work in this industry.
Yeah. If this is not true, or if it's maybe a variation of the truth, please let us know.
I'm not saying what you said is not true.
Yeah.
But like in the doctor's office that one of us worked at, they used to like pharmacy reps used to be able to like pay you off essentially and kickbacks and all that.
Yeah.
And now they always just bring lunch.
Yeah.
In
different ways.
You know, it's different now. I don't know.
I was watching this interview with this one doctor or this lady telling her story about, you know, when we went through the crazy COVID times, and it just how infuriating that is looking back. But she was asking her doctor, you know, like the information on the vaccine and stuff, and he was just, you know, it's all like trialed, it's safe and effective. And she's like, all right, well, can you show me the data? No. Well, can you at least show me the insert? And the doctor's like, well, I mean, I have to go get one. Sure, I can get the insert out. And that's when he unfolded it, and it's a big, giant blank sheet. The inserts for the vaccines were blank. And that's when the doctor found out, like, that's what it... But he didn't know, but he'd been prescribing it for...
Ever.
Well, you know, as long as this was going on at the time, at least, you know, a couple years. And no idea. Just trusted, like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'll do. And I'm not actually going to... I don't know. That's where it gets infuriating. Or it just bothers me because I grew up, I still don't have a doctor. I haven't had one since 2019. Mine retired. But my doctor I had, she had been my personal doctor since I was born. It was my pediatrician, and I stayed with her until she retired in 2019. And again, yeah, she would never give me medicine unless it was like, this is the only option thing that can make you better. Like, this is it. But everything else was just, we'll treat you. Let's figure out what's going on, what's wrong. And, you know, that's what I was used to. So I wasn't aware of how, I don't know. I just like how, I don't want to say corrupt because it's not that, but just how like generalized healthcare has gotten. Because then after, I had tried a couple other doctors, you know, just because I thought I need one. I don't think I really do, but...
I mean, you should have a family doctor.
It's nice to have someone to rely on.
Yeah, you should have one you trust. Visit around, find one, shop around.
Yeah. And I started doing that, and I went to two separate ones, and one of them's at, you know, a pretty big generic hospital, I'll just say that. And I went through them, and with that doctor, they seem like they're real personable at first. But then it's just, it's the same stuff. They don't care. They just want you in for your next checkup so they can give you stuff and sell you stuff. They just want you in there. They want your foot in the door. And I didn't like it. Bad experiences both times. So still searching. If you're a doctor out there and you want to treat old Wilbur, let me know, and I guess we'll discuss. If a doctor actually reaches out to me, that's probably worth it. I would do it. Unless it's a witch doctor. It's probably still, actually, that's probably better than
more accurate
than some of them we've got today. I don't know. It just bothers me because there's just so much of the corruption that goes around when it comes to big pharma. They just got their fingers in a little bit of everything. And the same, even with our government, they're so entwined with our government. It's ridiculous. Like I said, now we're giving them tax breaks and stuff for stuff that even this administration railed against when it was happening. Now they're signing contracts with them. It just goes to show, like, it's all a show. Everything's a show. Everything on TV is a show.
Which one of them bought insulin? The patent for insulin. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Martin Shkreli is his name.
It's like 2,000% or something.
Yeah, he hiked it up.
I should be able to make money.
You're talking about the pharma company that did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Martin Shkreli was the guy that bought. It was some drug patent. He bought it, and then
that's the next little section here is about the insulin prices and all that.
Because
Eli Lilly.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the guy that. What?
No, that's a pharmaceutical company.
Okay, Eli Lilly's the one that bought the. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, people shouldn't go bankrupt or lose their livelihood because they get sick.
They took it from $21 a month to $275 a month.
In 10 years. That's insane.
Over what is that? 1,000% interest
for the same product, the same exact product.
The monopolizing necessary drugs has resulted in U.S. patents trekking to Canada where drugs. Oh yeah, because there is a whole bunch of that drug running in from the Canadian border to America.
Oh, for sure. That that border's wide open. I mean, it's
I don't
pretty
know.
well wide open.
The one time I went across on accident and they got me.
Did they?
Very quickly.
And they were like, yeah, shoo.
Oh no, I thought we were getting arrested.
Oh, okay.
The charter captain took us over the line.
Oh, gotcha.
I was a kid. I'm like, what is that big red buoy?
Oh, you're talking about in the water. Yeah. I mean, that happens, yeah.
Because they're looking for commercial fishers.
Yeah.
American diabetics have resorted to rationing their insulin. And I tell you what, I knew a bunch of people that did that.
It's terrible. We shouldn't have to do that. But again, which is
causing them to go blind, have heart disease, liver damage due to rationing.
So where then though? Because I'm assuming it's for diabetes, right? You know,
insulin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
for the most part, that's what you use it for.
I don't think it treats anything else, as far as I ever ran into in both the times I worked in the medical industry.
So where's diabetes coming from then? Is that just a natural thing that occurs in the world?
So,
or is it more diet based that's influenced?
Both.
Yeah, right.
I think both.
I agree.
Because I think a lot of people died from diabetes a long time ago. You know, they would get diabetes sickness and all that, or the lunacy.
Okay.
People would get lunacy.
Okay.
They were actually going into diabetic shock.
Yeah.
They were bouts to lunacy.
So, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of our health problems arise from the food we eat or just environmental factors that we're around. And then you got to do your Jesse the Body research, and you got to get in there and you got to follow the money. When you follow the money. But he does say that, and I like saying it, but it's true.
He looks really rough now.
He has. He has for a while.
I know, but he looks like scary rough now.
Oh, I know. He looks like that. He looks like
a possessed corpse.
I was going to say something terrible. He looks like your aunt that...
My aunt?
No, not your aunt. Oh. Like, he looks like
an aunt.
An aunt. Like
an aunt.
An aunt. There you go. He looks like an aunt that like left his family and just decided to rough it himself by himself or by herself. But at an older age, you know, it's like an aunt that leaves her family, moves out to like a really remote area and just surviving off the land. Pretty rough. That's what he looks like. So picture that in your head. Yeah. Been a little rough. I found out too recently, I have the same haircut as him. He has my haircut. Had it back in like 1992. Shaved head, long patch on back. That's it.
You don't have that haircut?
I know someone that does. And it was wild. I was pretty happy when I saw that. I'm like, no way. The Body. Jesse the Body. But I mean, we talked about him on the show too. I mean, he's right though. You follow the money, and it literally takes you back to just everything. And that's how I know. Like, I know the Pfizer company or the big pharma companies are in cahoots with like Nestle and our food industry. They're in cahoots with them all because they're all paying each other, they're all swapping money back and forth.
In 2001, Purdue. It's Purdue is what it says. Spent $2 million on aggressive marketing tactics to promote OxyContin as the painkiller for non-cancer related pain. Purdue analyzed doctors with common prescription patterns. They found favorable, liable opioid prescriptions, then debriefed by Purdue about OxyContin in exchange for a small pay cut should a doctor prescribe it to a patient.
Wow.
Though relatively new, the painkiller were opioids known to be highly addictive and easily misused. However, Purdue trained the sales representatives to carry the message of the risk of addiction was less than 1%. I remember hearing that when I was a kid.
That's insane.
My grandpa was addicted to pain.
Yep.
He was addicted to heroin, and he got off that. and he got a tooth removed,
And they gave him pain pills.
and they gave him Oxy,
Mm.
and then he was back addicted for like 5 or 6 years, and then he ended up in Kansas,
Yeah. Oh, or Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Anyways, 1%, less than 1% is what they were trained. But in 2007, 3 company executives pleaded guilty to criminally misbranding OxyContin as being less addictive. They were fined $634 million, which for these guys is considered a mere slap on the wrist. Considering OxyContin sales went from $44 million a year in 1996 to $3 billion a year by 2002.
Big money grab.
So if they were charged a little more than $500 million, and they were making $3 billion annually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good business.
Good ROI is what, return on investment. And
Do you want me to finish a sentence or?
Yes.
Sorry, I just we get off track again. Even though Purdue was criminally charged, the damage has already been done.
Yeah.
Since 1999, 2 million Americans are struggling with addiction to opioids every year.
Yes.
Doctors are made to prescribe larger than they needed amounts of opioids,
Mm-hmm.
telling their naive patients to take them liberally, which just gets them hooked on the drug.
Yeah. It gets you addicted. That's that's the example I guess I was talking about earlier, where doctors will they get the money back. They get kickbacks for prescribing the stuff. And then that campaign you just said, saying it's not less than 1%. Oh, but they can just turn around and say, well, how are we supposed to know is addictive?
That's what they told us. That's
That's
what the company told us.
Guys, how am I supposed to know? I was just selling this stuff. We just made it. We didn't know it was that good.
So doctors can only legally prescribe a patient so many opioids before they need cut off. Most states have, the federal government has a law, but most states have pretty strict laws on this. Resulting in patients having to resort to street sellers for pills.
Yep.
Which my grandpa did.
Yep.
Because he would take his monthly dose of opioids in 2 days.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
thought they were candy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The way he was eating them.
Yep.
Which is a vicious cycle of patient abuse, doctoral malpractice, convincing pharmaceutical companies trying to obtain money. But basically, this gets them, when the pills get too expensive, it gets them hooked on cheaper stuff, mainly heroin.
Yeah.
A lot of heroin addicts here in the U.S. started because they were addicted to opioids.
Shoot, let's just look in our own county. It's terrible here. It became...
And then when heroin gets too expensive, they do crocodile.
That's even here, too.
Kenton is the crocodile capital of Ohio.
That's terrible. It's awful, and they knew it was addictive. They know. And so there's other industries that play into it too. Big money, $1 billion industries like the NFL, for example. I used to love the NFL, but now I'm seeing it for what it is, the big show and distraction is. But they banned guys from that league for an entire season. You can't play this year because you tested positive for weed, marijuana. Nope, instant year banned. You're done. But if you have pain, here, take as many of these painkillers as you want. Take as much of this OxyContin as you could possibly want. It's fine. But the moment you smoke weed or any kind of product with that in it for pain regulation, done. Dunzo. Not happening. Out of the league. So it's like, wait a minute. Why is that? I wonder why that is. Is it that big pharma didn't want that exposed? Because a lot of people watch football. A lot of eyes are on that. So if people catch wind, well, they're doing this for pain management. Maybe I could do this for pain management, meaning the weed or something, some natural way. Maybe a ghost pipe tincture. Oh, wonder if that,
There's a reason ghost pipes are extinct.
Yeah, big pharma. There's a reason why they tell you that those dandelions in your yard are weeds. Big pharma did that. They're telling you it's weeds and it's not. That's good for your heart.
Is it?
Where do you think they got some of that? A lot of these medicines are from. Where do you think they derived or synthesized it all from? Plants, things that actually exist in nature.
Isn't aspirin willow bark?
Yeah, I think aspirin did start from willow bark. I mean, I don't believe it is now anymore.
No, but the drug itself,
the original, yeah,
came from refining willow bark.
Correct. And it's just, It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. And look how far down the path we've gotten. Almost to where we're all indoctrinated into it, where we're all like can't see the forest through the trees because it's so embedded, I guess, in our lifestyle. And every day we see it every day, especially if you watch television or now if you're on social media, if you're online, you're going to see an ad for some kind of medical thing or just something that they want to sell you. They want to put on in your body or get you addicted to, because once you're addicted to something, you're a repeat customer and you're always going to come back.
Drug dealer motto: first one's free. First
one's free. So here, take this shot. It'll be free. But then you need the booster, and then you need another booster, and then if you don't have 6 boosters, what are you doing? Trying to kill your neighbor? You fascist? But see how quickly it can just snowball and spiral out of control. And then, but if there's no one there to point the finger and question it, how are you going to do it? It's hard to do it as an individual. It's just hard. It's hard to break free from that cycle or break free from that programming. That's what I call it. We're all being programmed. We're all being programmed by Big Pharma to consume their products and to be hooked on their products so they can sit back in their chairs, kick their feet up, and enjoy the limelight or enjoy the good life. The good life that we don't get to experience because we spend it all working, and then we spend it all on taxes, and then we spend it all on food that makes us sick, and then we lose it all at the hospital when we try to get better. It's a big circle jerk, just Ponzi scheme. We're all living under a big scheme and scam, and Bill Gates is part of it. And there's other folks at the top of it, like Albert Bourla, the head of Pfizer. He's a big, massive part of it, and he'll lie straight to your face and tell you it's good, and tell you it's safe, and tell you it's healthy. And it's not. He just wants that dollar. He wants that dollar out of your pocket and in his. And that's how they operate. It's a pure Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. It's all the same thing. There's no difference. It's just the ones at the top benefiting it from all of it, and then all of us at the bottom, we get the drippings, we get the crumbs, we get the shit that falls down the slide and it lands right in our lap. That's what we get left with, and you gotta like it too. You have no house. You have no possessions. You'll own nothing, and you will be happy. You will be. And if you're not, we have a pill for that. Take this pill, and you will be happy because you'll be dead. They're just going to kill you. That's all they're doing. They're slowly just killing us all and then profiting off it. And then shoving it off onto their kids so they can enjoy it. And the cycle continues. It's generational. The only way to break that cycle is by you. Or you, me, we, us. We have to break it. We have to stop it. So I don't know the best way to go about doing that, but at least raising a voice to it and being aware of it is a good start. So we all need to start.
Keep going past the song.
We all need to start. Start standing up to this corruption that's involving itself in our lives when it shouldn't even be there. We don't need any of this crap, but they're going to keep selling it to us and saying it's good and better for you and saying life's better with it. With all the plastic, everything's plastic nowadays. You can't even get anything made out of wood anymore. It's got to be some form of plastic that'll leach off and get into your bloodstream and give you headaches for the rest of your life. And then they'll sell you a pill for it. An anti-plastic pill. Watch out, people. It's coming soon. They keep telling us how all the microplastics in our bodies. Soon there'll be a microplastic purging pill they're going to sell you. But it's going to be free, too. It's going to be totally free. You're just going to have to pay for it through your taxes. But then they're not going to tell you if you stop taking it, you're going to have a horrible, pain-riddled body that's just going to fall apart on you. So you're going to have to stay on it. Once they get you hooked on it, you're going to stay on it forever. And that's just money in the bank.